Well, well, well. Welcome back, my darling Diamonds and Rough. I am your favorite talking stone, and today I want to do some puzzles. I don't have a ton of time, I think, which was the same issue I had last week. I really should get back into learning Japanese, into practicing more. I think I want to shift from hiragana and katakana practice to more reading, more words, more vocabulary. And that's fun and all, but without further ado, because we are on a time crunch, we can only stream for maybe an hour and a half at the most, but probably an hour 15. Whatever the word, Alonzi, let us go to the Wordle. This is the Wordle, yes. And as always, we will use our favorite starting word, jazzy. I don't know why it's our favorite starting word. I kind of forgotten, but it's something to me. Maybe plots. I know it never ends in S. It doesn't do plurals. Maybe Nick, like a New York Knickerbocker, the basketball team. Nope, no denizens of New York here. Maybe grime. That's a word that fits. That is a word that fits. Oh? Oh. Does not end in E, but we have an E. Well, that's quite interesting. Maybe it's like E-G-I. It's probably not. Or maybe it's something, not ing. It doesn't end in ing. E-I-G maybe? Or I-E-G, I should say? No. I'm thinking sieve, but that ends in E and doesn't have a G. G-H-I-E? I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a double consonant, or maybe there's just another vowel that I'm missing. I-U-E? Q-U-I... Quiet. No. I want to do quiet, because I feel like it might be quiet. But I might just do quiet. I know that's not good, and it's actually very bad. Oh, no. Yeah, we should have expected that, honestly. That's a folly on our part. My part, really. So we know E has to be either the first spot or the second spot with an I, and there's a G. Edgy, I don't know. E-G-I. Maybe. I don't know. I'm very confused. I don't think we're going to get this. I think I've succumbed to my fate. Not grieve. It doesn't start with G either. And we can't do like a double consonant. So G unless it's E-G, I, which I don't think there's anything here. I'm assuming G is in this latter half of the word. Like I-G, or I wish it was I-N-G. That might make it easier, but something G. Can we do a consonant G? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think I can make something with these letters. I don't know if I can. It can't be E-E, but we can maybe have an I? I'm really perplexed. I was going to do genie. But unfortunately, that's... You know what? I think we'd have to take the L. Way. Oh, my. Always the GH. That double consonant is pretty rare. And starting with the W, that's pretty devious. I do feel bad that I didn't get it, but we do need to move on. We are at a time crunch. We will take the L. And why did I say the crossword? I didn't want to go to this crossword. I wanted to go to the connections. We're going to do the connections next. I think that's simple and fun. If it'll load. If it won't load, we're going to abandon you. Okay, it's loading. That's good. Connections is queuing up. I'm going to take off my sweater. Because it was cold. Now it's less cold. Ah, this is nice. You know what? Actually, before I go, let me do a sound... Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. There's my mouse. Let me do a sound check really quickly. Give me one moment. Okay, the music is loud, but it isn't overbearing, so I think I'm going to keep it around there. You can definitely hear it, but you know what? Let me just do one more sound check. I think it's good. I'll have to rewatch in post. But for now, let's hop on back over to the connections. Create groups of 4. Card, maybe a birthday card, maybe a calling card, I don't know, wood. Wood glue is a thing. Maybe it's that. Foam. Foam maybe in like a fire hydrant, or foam like, I don't know. Dice, that makes you think probability, chance. Or to cut. You can dice, you can cube, you can hash, quarter, or things you can do to potatoes, like potato wedges. Oh my, I made a lot of potatoes yesterday. I min-maxed my Monday. I was out of the house at 7, and then I stopped doing stuff, and I finally got to relax at 9:50 at night. That's a long time. Granted, a lot of it was cooking, mainly potatoes. I made fries, I made roasted potatoes, both of which were, actually, I haven't tried the roasted potatoes yet. I put them in the fridge. The fries were pretty good. I'm surprised by that. Because I used lard instead of olive oil or butter. I used lard. And I was concerned with how it would taste. And I say use lard. I rendered bacon fat because I didn't want to throw it away. Because I had bacon fat in the pan and I didn't want to throw it away. So I used that. And now I have non-vegan potatoes. I have non-vegan potatoes. Which, wow. That's not really... Potatoes are such a quintessential vegetable. You don't really consider them not to be vegan. Though I remember hearing about, like, places that use beef tallow to cook their potatoes. I believe McDonald's cooked their potatoes in beef tallow prior to the year 1990. I think some fast food places do, but very rare ones. I think maybe Culver's? I don't know. Probably not Culver's, but something not anywhere by me. But yeah, it was surprisingly good. I remember watching William Osmond. He's a guy who does a lot of different things. Usually makes stuff. One time he made fries with all different oils. Olive oil, all different oils and fats. Olive oil, butter, lard, beef tallow, motor oil even. He called poison control. He didn't die. That's good for him. But watching that, I was like, man, making fries is easy. You just have to turn your brain off. All you need is cut potato and fat. There's a million smart ways to make it better than that, and it's significantly hard to do just one single batch of fries because it's so much work, but oh my. Fries are simple. Just keep it simple. And the fries were good. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. We're on a time crunch, so let's continue. Board, maybe board a ship, or maybe like a chessboard. Cube, again, you can cube potatoes, like dice them, or you can cube as a cube. It's like a tungsten cube. Quarter. Quarter is a lot of things. Quarter pounder from, I guess, McDonald's. Quarter in terms of the currency, the 25 cents quarter. A quarter in like maybe a financial period, like the first 3 months is the first quarter. I don't know. Hole? I'm thinking golf hole. Maybe because I see iron down here. But a hole is just... yeah, a hole in something. That's the only thing I can see. Or maybe a hole, like W-H-O-L-E, but without the W. Hash. I'm thinking hash browns. I made hash browns before. They're also a good bit of work, but they're pretty good. I should make them again, but they're just too much work. I grate the potatoes on like a cheese grater, which is very hard, and then you can't get the like little nub of it, because otherwise you'd be grating your fingers off. It is totally worth it, though. I recommend making hash browns at least once in your life, because they are good. House, to house, to board. Those two mean the same thing as to, like, give someone a home. To board some, like, boarding school. To house someone, like, a relative. Speaking of housing a relative, I've been watching, Journal with Witch. It's a nice little show. It's a nice little anime. I really enjoy it. It's a very interesting take, because normally when it's a show about dealing with loss. The main character is a 15-year-old girl who loses both her parents in a tragic car accident and moves to live with her aunt, who's been a little bit of a black sheep of the family, kind of ostracized a bit, and they just kind of get along. And it's really sweet. And it does something rare where instead of building you up for this loss, it starts at the loss. You don't really feel the impact of her losing her family at the beginning. You feel it gradually as she learns to deal with grief. I really enjoy it. I believe, what was it, episode 3 or 4 that came out? That had a few moments that really just shook me in a good way. I really love the scene where she's talking to her friend about getting her hair cut, and then how her mom disapproves of the short haircut, and then she says she has to convince him over server break, and it just instantly, the sound cuts, the scene cuts, it goes into, and this is the first time we see it, her parents in the car crash. It is incredibly shocking. And oh my, it is such a gem of a show. I highly recommend it. It's very good. It's not dramatic, it's not eccentric, it's very grounded, and I like that. Anyway, I'm getting too many tangents. Oh my, I need to hurry up. House, maybe a House of Cards. Iron Lung. Shout out to Markiplier. I was actually in my mall the other day, walking around. I was trying to get a gift for someone, and I walked past the theater, and I try to see if there's anything good going on, because maybe I'll stop and watch it. I saw Iron Lung was there. It's like, wow. I realized after I didn't have time, but I think I might see it in theater. I love supporting, how do I say this? Independent creators, which this is an indie movie, Iron Lung. Iron Lung is an indie movie. I don't expect it to be as, what's the word? High budget or high, I don't know what the word is. High production as everything else. I don't expect it to be exactly as perfectly written as something that would be Oscar nominated, because again, this is Markiplier's first movie. But I kind of want to see it. I wish I had time. I would have probably bought a ticket and just watched it. Oh man, it seems very interesting. I'm not too good with horror. Well, actually, no, I don't like jump scare horror, because I think that's a bit cheaper and just doesn't appeal to me. Cheaper is probably not the right word. It just doesn't appeal to me, jump scare horror. But I don't think Iron Lung necessarily relies on jump scare. I think it's the more eerie atmosphere of being submerged in an enclosed space. Well, actually, I don't really know much about it. I haven't played the game. I haven't read the synopsis. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that it's a movie, and it's a bit horrifying. Anyways, let's move on. Shout out to Markiplier. I want to watch your movie. I probably will. Let's continue. Iron. Oh, and please make more movies. Because independent movies with this big of a, not production, but this big of a release is a really good thing. I'm still absolutely peeved that I wanted to watch 100 Meters. 100 Meters is a movie about track and field. I really love the creator. It's the same creator as Orb, which is the favorite series of mine in 2025. And I wanted to watch it, but the only theater showing it in a 30-mile radius of me, within any time period, had one viewing at 4 o'clock on a Friday. and I was working, and I didn't get to see it in theaters, and I am still bummed. I still need to watch it. I still want to watch it. But I am so bummed about that. Please, please, I hope this is successful. I hope he has many more successful movies, Markiplier, because if that's good, I think a larger amount of movies will be, I guess, is mainline the right word? Mainstream, published everywhere, shown everywhere. And I want that. I also wanted to watch Look Back as well in theaters. But again, the only theater, actually it was even farther. I'd have to go all the way up to New York City to see it once, and I just didn't think it was worth that. But please, I just want to see more movies that are like niche. I just want things to be popular. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting in a tangent, a bit of a rant. Let's continue. Mince, dice, cube, and hash. I'm thinking that, but let's continue. Wedge, maybe like a quarter, a putter, and an iron. I think that's golfing related, golf clubs. Lodge, house, and board mean the same thing, but I don't see a fourth one. Lane, oh, whatever. Let's do the first thing we thought. To dice, to cube, to hash, to mince. There we go. Cut into pieces. This is my last resort. I'm sorry. That's cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. It's something that just gets stuck in my mind. Whatever I'm Pavloved. I see cut into pieces. I instinctively put life into it. Cut my life into pieces. And then once I hear that, I have to say the next line. This is my last resort. I've been conditioned. Oh my. Anyways, wedge, iron, putter, and quarter? Like a quarter iron? These are one away. Dang. Oh my. I don't think quarter then. Wedge, putter, iron, lodge, lane, house, wood, board, card, quarter, foam, hole? One away. Dang it. It's not quarter and it's not hole. Or maybe it's units of measurements inside. Well, maybe not. I think iron, putter, and wedge are together. Well, let's talk about quarter. It has quarton in it. Did we have like cups, pints, anything? We don't. Oh no. I was so certain on that. This is golf stuff. Golf clubs. Not a lane, not a lodge. Okay, let's do the other one. Lodge, house, board, and to care for. Or to home. Wood, wedge, lane, iron, putter, foam, quarter. Maybe a quarter someone? There we go. Provide with place to stay, yes. Wedge, putter, and iron are together. I'm fairly certain on that. And it's not hole. Is it like wood, card, foam, and hole? Birthday card, birthday foam? No. Maybe card? I'm so confused. Hole, foam, lane? Wedge, putter. Oh my, I'm so confused. But yeah, we know these three have to be together because when we did these three with quarter, we got three almost there, which means one missing. Maybe wood? I'm just gonna guess wood. There we go. Kinds of golf clubs: card, lane, hole, and foam. Memory. Oh. Back to puzzle. Let's read that. Memory card. Okay, like on a computer. Memory foam. Okay, foam that retains its shape. Memory hole? I don't think I've heard of memory hole. Memory lane. I do recall that. I do know that. Oh my, that was lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And now, I think we go to a crossword. I really enjoyed it last time. I don't think I'll spend as much time as it this time, but I really had fun with it last time. So, and a reminder to stay hydrated. I love staying hydrated. I need to drink water. I am drinking water. You should drink water. Anyways, night court payment. A night court payment? A fine? That's the only thing I can think of. Just the way you see... Wait, am I on the right screen? I am. Lovely. Just the way you see me. As I am. That's what I'm thinking. It's 5 letters. You see me as I am. I don't know, I could be wrong. Bread with a pocket, a bread bowl. I think all of these are wrong, but they're the first thing that comes to mind, so I don't want to get rid of them. Blank importance. Of little importance, less importance. It's trivial. It doesn't matter. State-run game. State-run game? No clue. I part. Iris? Nope. No, it is Iris. Oh my. I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought Iris had 5 letters. That I'm certain in. Fairly certain. Red planet? Mars. Shout out to the red planet. Does it have iron in it? I'm assuming the red hue is like oxidized iron. I'm pulling that from nowhere. I don't know what the red sand is on Mars. All I just know is that oxidized iron is like red. It's like rust. So I don't really know. Camel's South American cousin. Wait, South American... Is it a tapir? No, not a tapir. I don't think tapirs are South American anyway. South American cousin? Would that be a not capybara? That's too long. Tapir fits. I just don't think they're South American. But we're going to keep it as is. Shout out to the tapirs. A group of tapirs is called a candle. Did you know that? I think I know that. I think that's true. I should check it. You know what? Group of tapirs. Group of tapirs. Yeah, it is a candle! Collected noun as a candle. Oh, yeah, let's see why. I believe it's something to do with candle wicks. Let's see. Made up by the host. Okay. Oh, a taper is another word for a candle, and that's probably where it comes from. Only probably. We don't know. But yeah, a group of tapirs is called a candle. Fun fact. Candle. Oh my. Light browns. Hazel. Nope. That's... Oh man. I'm thinking of it right now. It's like the shade of khakis, I believe. But I can't think of the light browns outside of hazel. That's on the tip of my tongue. Beige? Nope, beige is too long. Okay, so it's not the khaki color. Make easy progress? No clue. S flower. I'm trying to think of 3-letter flowers. Poppy? No. Rose? I don't know. Towel fabric. I don't know. I don't know what fabric a towel is made out of. Firstborn. Eldest. There we go. I like that. Brawny. Bulky? That's not how you spell bulky, and it's wrong. Muscle. Muscular? No. We don't know. Square footage. Area. How are you? I am fantastic. I hope you are all fantastic. Grand scale tale. A grand scale, like an epic. The grand scale really sells it. I was thinking maybe like something along the lines of a poem. Well, an epic poem. It's just an epic. Oh, I hear they're making a musical. I don't know if it's out yet. I don't think it's out yet, but I think they have all the music released for it called Epic, and I think it's about ancient Greece. I know because I heard one of the songs. It's like I think it's about the wife of Odysseus, whose name Pheromosa? No, that's not her name. I forget. But it's such a nice song. It's like, let the arrows fly. Once you know that your aim is true, 'cause I'd rather die than be alone with the rest of you. It's really nice. It's really nice. I want to watch it. I want to watch the musical when it comes out, because I think it'll come out. It has a full sheet of music. I've heard it has some popularity. I want to watch it. and learn the songs, more than just that one. But that's a line that gets stuck in my head. Crop up? No clue. Oboes and trumpets. These are brass instruments. Wait, oboes aren't brass? Well, I think they're counted as brass instruments. Let me try that. Instrument. That's probably wrong, but guess what we're going to keep? Yeah, it's definitely wrong. It's 100% wrong, but we're keeping it for now. Good-natured parody. A jest, a jostle. I don't know. Witnessed. Saw. Gazed. Nope. 3 letters, 5 letters. We'll move on. Short snooze is a nap. I need to take more naps. I love naps. But I'm just never in a place where I can take a nap, except on the weekend. Which is unfortunate. Foolish. I don't know. Skip over. Like I'm doing now. I don't know. Japanese note. Kimono? Okay. Stage whisper. Cues? No. That's too short. Early afternoon. Early afternoon is like 12 o'clock. Noon. Nope. I don't know. Documents in progress. No clue. Sad to say. Blank and dagger. Secretive. Cloak and dagger? I just remember the Marvel characters, Cloak and Dagger. So I'm assuming that's where the saying is from. Though I've never actually heard that saying before. Lock and key is the one I'm more familiar with. Maybe it's a cultural thing. I'm a Northeastern American. Maybe that's an older English saying. Maybe it's like a West Coast saying. I don't know. The etymology of words and sayings and phrases is fun to learn. Yeah, now I'm curious. But not curious enough to look it up. So let's continue. Scholarly book. A text. Former late night TV host. There's so many of them. I have no clue. Ham it up. Chop it up. Mingle. INGL. Nope. 1 letter short. Suffix for major. Sarge. I don't know. Letter routing abbreviation. USPS? Maybe? Went out with dated? Okay. Assigned chore task. Box office flop. Morbius. That's the only thing that comes to mind. Which, did Morbius even flop? I just know it. They released it twice, and neither times was it popular. But I don't know if I'd consider it a flop. I don't know what I consider a flop. Anyways, it's not that. Miles away. Far away? I don't know. Memo opening. Note. Oh. Wait. No, Red Planet is absolutely certain. So, I thought it was NOTE, but... yeah, Red Planet is 100% Mars. I don't know. Getting beaten by... no clue. Sneeze causing substance. Pepper, salt, I don't know. Dust of the sun. Tapir is wrong, it looks like. Solar? I think it is. Okay, sorry, Tapir. I love you. I love candles. It's not right. As I am, my period. Solar. Let's see. Pisa's country is Italy. Which means as I am is probably correct. Oh my goodness, I didn't think that. Prefix meaning air. Arrow? I'm not certain on that, but I feel somewhat confident. Complainer. Miser? No clue. Cherry seed. Pit. So bowl is incorrect. Is it pita? Pita bread. And this is a pit. Angry. Irate. Oh, it is pita. Wow. Four prongs. Tings? Tings seems wrong. I don't know. Useful quality. Asset. Oh my goodness gracious. Tings seem wrong, but maybe they're right. Who knows? Branch of Buddhism. Is Tao a branch of Buddhism? Taoism? That's the only three-letter religion I can think of. Yeah. Shine. Glue? Glows? I don't know. Take a chance. To dare. I'm gonna put dare in. I'm gonna remove brass instrument. That was a long shot. I'm surprised it fit. But we'll continue. Lumberjack tools. A big old axe. It's just an axe. Chainsaw? No, it's an axe. A axe, maybe? Journey. No clue. Nevada City. Las Vegas? Or Los Angeles? No, Las Vegas, I believe, is in Nevada. But that's... no clue. Acre is a property measure. Hey, you. No clue. Suffix meaning resident. No clue. Quaint hotels. Motels, no. Inns. That sounds rather quaint. A rough guess. An estimate. No. Snap? No. Catch? No clue. Extinct dodo. I missed the dodo. I've never seen a dodo. I want to see a dodo. Dodo birds. They're so cool. They're just like silly little guys who can't fly. Like, oh my. They're such a fun bird. Wish they weren't extinct. Anyways, let's continue. Actually, no, sorry. Back to birds. I, for the longest time, wanted to buy a book on owls. The reason is because I went to the nonfiction section of my bookstore, and I saw a book on owls. And I was like, wow, I would actually read this. And I didn't buy it. And then recently I went to the bookstore again. I was looking for a gift. And I saw another book on owls. I didn't buy it. I should have bought it. I should have just bit the bullet. Bought the slightly overpriced book. Because it's about owls. Owls are great. I love owls. Shout out to one of my favorite movies of all time. Legend of the Guardians Owls of Ga'Hoole. Based on the book series that I haven't read. I also still want to buy the game. I mentioned this like 6 months ago. But I remember seeing this in theaters with my dad, my sibling. And... you know, my dad was, a dad about it. He didn't like it. He was just there for his children. But I really enjoyed it. Was it a bit dark for the intended audience? Probably. Was it great? Absolutely. Did the Australian animation team cook? Like a chef? Like Gordon Ramsay? Absolutely stunning. I really loved it. And now... 15 years later, because I believe it released in 2010. 16 years later! Oh my goodness gracious, it's 2026. I forget that sometimes. I forget that. Though, not this year. I actually remember when I was getting vaccinated for COVID, when I went to get my shot, the person who was writing the report on it put the wrong year on for it. They put, I don't even know what the year they put, but they put the year before because it just turned January. And I was like, oh my goodness gracious, if someone sees this, they're going to assume this is a fake card. Because how could a medical professional flub that? Luckily, never been interrogated about it. And I don't have to carry it around now. So, it's all good. All is well that ends well. Oh my. But that definitely caused some nerve in me. It's like, oh, I'm vaccinated, but oh no. Anyways, let's continue. Blank when, supposing. No clue. Not yet selected. Don't know. Coerced. Pushed? Big fuss. Hubbub hullabaloo. Group of 7. Sextet? Okay. Or septet. It's probably septet. I don't know why I said sextet. Septet? That makes sense. Bear like koala. And USPS is incorrect. Which is fine. Letter routing abbreviation. ABCs? That's the other kind of letter. Anyways, who knows? Arm of the sea? I have no clue. Intended. Meant. So it's not ABCs. Though I'm not sold on meant, I think it's meant. In the works. In progress. Idaho or Iowa? Potatoes? I don't know. Blank matter. Dark? Or mater, not matter. Tiny amounts. No. CPR experts. I'm assuming it's not text now. But CPR experts would be, like, EMTs. So it's probably not text. EMT. Tiny amount. A pythie, I don't know. Look for. Seek. Dad's boy, son. Blank importance, no clue. State-run game. Lottery. But that doesn't fit. Maybe lotto. That makes sense. T-O. I think this will be your last run through this. Camel's cousin. South American cousin. I can't think of like this. To make easy progress. No. Oh, this is definitely wrong. TGE. S flower. Ooh, I think we're very wrong. Brawny. Crop up. Oboes. Nope, we're definitely wrong in a lot of places. Good-natured parody. Witnessed. Seen. Foolish. Skip over. Passes. Stage whisper. Early afternoon. Not ode. Documents in progress. Incomplete. No. Sad to say. Alas. Oh, alas does mean sad to say. Scholarly book. Tome. There we go. We're going somewhere. Leno? Jay Leno, maybe? Ham it up. Suffix from major. No clue. Letter rounding abbreviation. A 10? I don't know. Box office flop. Flub. Miles away. Very far. Memo opening. Get beaten by. We are at a loss. This is our last go through. And after this, we're just going to reveal everything. Well, we're going to check everything, then reveal. Sneeze causing substance. No clue. Prefix meaning air. Atto? Complainer. No clue. To shine. Glues? Glow? No. Lumberjack's tools. An axe. Journey. Nevada City. Hey you. Don't know. Don't know. Rough guess. Oh man, I'm passing on a lot. Catch a glimpse of. I don't know. Blank when, supposing. Wonder when. Not yet selected. Unpicked. Unpicked. Coerced. Big fuss. Commotion. Razzmatazz. Arm of the sea. Inlets. In the works. Idaho, Iowa. States. That's pretty simple. Blank mater. Tiny amount. We're just gonna skip through camels. No. Don't know. Towel fabric. Don't know. Brawny. Crop up. No clue. Good natured parody. Foolish. Stage whisper. Document in progress. Nope. Ham it up. Suffix for major. Yep, we're done. Check. Check puzzle. Fine was wrong. Tau was wrong. Not tinge and not axe. Okay. Reveal. Reveal puzzle. Why not? 66%. Not good, but... let's see what we got wrong. Bail is a night court payment. Of no importance. Okay. Breeze along is easy. Llama. Llama's is a camel's cousin, huh? Solar. Atmo. I've never heard of Atmo for air. Moaner. Gleam. Oh, Gleam. Tines. Well, that was good. That was wonderful. We had some fun with that. I think now we're going to play some Wordsmith, which is becoming a pretty good game of mine. A pretty fun game of mine. So let's hop on over. Right. Now the key of Wordsmith is we get given this word to start with, and using these clues one at a time, or one cluster of clues at a time, we're going to change this word into different words. At the end, after we use all the clues, we'll get a certain word. However, one thing to note, this clue isn't necessarily first. We have to find out which clue goes in which order. So let us begin. We keep cleverness or humor. Nope. So it's not that. The last letter somewhere. Last letter, so result twisted and turned in pain. No, we can't do that. Remove the second letter. Forward. Prepend with the same as the last letter. RF. Reveal. No. Remove the first letters. Ower. Reverse the remaining letters. WO. Append. Wait. WO. To revise a text? Maybe this. Inject one letter somewhere. Result where watch does its job. Tells time. But that's not... we can't just inject a letter. Keep part of the word, and we get a legal document or order. Just part of the word. Flow, low, lower, ower. Okay, let's just, blah, blah, blah. Oh, easily, it's the second to last one. Remove the first letter, result, reduce in rank or position, lower. That was pretty simple. Alright, keep cleverness or humor. No, we already saw that. Move the last letter somewhere else. Twist and turn in pain. Nope, it's not that. The R can't go there. Remove the second letter. LWER. Prepend with same as the last letter. No, it can't be that. That's like so many consonants. It can't be. Remove the first two letters. So we're left with were. Let me type it down here. We're left with were, right? Reverse the remaining letters. Ru. To To append, we append a ceremonial act or ritual, and it means to revise a text. Rework? No. I shouldn't force it in. But I don't think it's that. Inject one letter somewhere. Where watch does its job. Wrist. Oh, it'd be wrist. We can't inject a letter anywhere. Keep part of the word. Legal document or order. Low, ower. Remove one letter. Foolish person. Low? Lower? Oh my. I may need to use a hint on the second one. Remove one letter and the result is a foolish person. Let's use a hint. Remove the first letters, so we're left with W-E-R. Reverse the remaining letters, R-E-W. To revise a text. Oh, right! Oh my goodness, a rite as a ceremonial act. I didn't think of that. That was foolish of me. Oh my, I'm sorry. Keep cleverness or humor. No. Last letter somewhere else. Twist and turn to pain. That would be writhe. So remove the second letter. Prepend with the same as the last letter. Big reveal and plot, maybe? No. One letter somewhere. Inject one letter somewhere. Okay, so I'm thinking writ is going to be something, and we add an S to make it wrist for that. Keep part of the word, legal documents to order. Remove one letter, foolish person. Keep part of the word. A right. Is it just right or W-R-I-T-E? Oh, writ? Oh, it's just writ, huh? Interesting. Inject one letter somewhere. Watch does its job. Wrist. W-R-I-S-T. Remove one letter. I still can't believe we got writ. I wouldn't have gotten that. I thought it was right. Like R-I-T-E. I know it's R-I-G-H-T, but I thought it might have been R-I-T-E. R-I-T-E. But just writ? Huh. Didn't know that. Alright. Keep cleverness or humor. Wrist? No. Female? No. Move the last letter somewhere else. Twist and turn in pain. Twist? No. It's probably not that. Move the second letter. Prepend with same as the last letter. Twist. Oh my, that's easy. Alright, now. Keep cleverness or humor. Wit. Cleverness and humor, it would be wit, but unfortunately we can't do that yet, so it's going to be something else. Move the last letter somewhere else. Twist and turn in pain. Probably not that. Move one letter. Foolish person. Twit. And now we do the first clue. Cleverness or humor is wit, female pronoun. And then we append a female pronoun. Witchy. Wither. Oh yeah, wither is to dry up or to lose vitality, so wither. Move the last letters somewhere else. Writhe. W-R-I-T-H-E. Only with one hint. Well, granted, it's two hints. Well, do we use two hints or just one hint? Yeah, just one hint to identify what we need to do. Why, that was lovely. That really, really was lovely. Oh my, I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed. Okay. You know, we're actually ahead of schedule a bit. Granted, it's been 50 minutes, roughly. But I'm going to do the daily chess puzzle from chess.com. I won't do a bunch of puzzles, because that takes too long. And I think I'm going to end on a cryptic crossword. Or not a cryptic crossword. Not a cryptic crossword. I'm sorry. I love a cryptic crossword, but unfortunately, I'm not nearly talented enough to do it. Not nearly. I was just watching Cracking the Cryptic. I was watching the video of them doing the past week's crossword. Oh my, it is lovely. I love listening to them. They're my favorite puzzlers out there. I'm not sure puzzlers is what they call themselves, but I wanted to do a Sudoku variant. Sudoku variant. So I'm going to pull one up, and it's going to be lovely. So we're going to pull that up. We're going to make sure that we're good. I might do a little sound check, a little water as well. Everything seems lovely. Let's see, there's a bunch here. Wow, what's something that looks nice? I wish there's like a difficulty counter. So we could do one that's not too overbearing, but... yeah. I'm very... Let me do the other Sudoku variants, just because this one's a bit overwhelming. It just shows the Sudokus, but I want to see them, if that makes sense. You know what, the chess puzzle's ready. Let's do that first. Let's move on over. Hop on with me and drink some water if you don't mind, because I am parched. Which means you may also be parched. Right. Can't keep a good piece down. Black to move, it looks like. The immediate thing I see is this check. You're forced to... not run here. You're kind of forced to take. And then I can check you here. Force you up. And then take this piece. And that's completely winning. I can't see a checkmate, so let's just do that. Oh. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think that was a little disappointing for a puzzle. I guess it is Tuesday, and I think they get easier, harder as the week goes on. So easiest, second easiest today. But I'm still disappointed. I was expecting there to be a bit more. But that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Sudokus of the day, please. It's slowing my browser, so that's not good. Renban Plus. This one seems interesting, so let's do it. It's not loading. It is loading? I might use the other site. You know what? We'll try this site. I'm doing Sudoku-variants.com. But then I might also try Sudoku-variants.com without a dash. I don't know. Place, it's all help. Whatever. We'll do this one first. Okay, let's go through it. And then, if we have time, we'll do more. I don't know what'll happen. Arrows and circles. The red circles contain the numbers 1 through 9 exactly once. All odd numbers which are not on an arrow or arrow circle are given. Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. Rules. No more Sudoku rules apply, so that every row, column, and box has to contain the digits 1 to 9. Arrows. Digits on an arrow must sum up to the digit number in the circle. Square circle. Even odd Sudoku is a variation of traditional Sudoku where even digits are placed only in even marked squares, and odd digits are placed only in odd marked squares. Which I'm assuming... What? No, I think I know. I think I get it. So basically circles, gray circles are just the digits 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. They're just odd. You know what? Regardless, let's just get started. Or, sorry, gray circles have to be odd. Not that non-gray circles have to be even, but... Yeah. For starters, this is one. I have to enter it like this? Okay. Is it not entering? Okay, we're not playing this one. It's just not working per se. So let's just scroll on down a bit until we see something that looks cool. Because looking cool is part of the battle. Ooh, that's interesting, but I want more. I want more rules, not less. I like it when the rules work together. A lot of arrows. Which one? We'll try this one. Alright, let's hop on over to SudokuVariants.com, no dash, and Palindrome Zipper Sudoku. Palindrome. Numbers on a palindrome read the same forwards and backwards. For example, the sequence 47374 is a palindrome. A palindrome is marked with a blue line. Okay, that makes sense. Same forwards and backwards. Zipper. On the dashed purple zipper line, any pair of digits that are the same distance from the central cell of the line must sum up to the central digit. Okay, so let's give an example. Say this is 1. Then this also has to be 1 because they're on the palindrome line. And on the zipper line, say this is, let's say 6. This would have to be, or say this and this would have to be like, let's say 2 and 4. Because that adds up to 6, the central digit. Right, those are the rules. Let us get ready to play. Oh my goodness. This actually UI works. I prefer Sudoku Pad, but this is lovely as well. Anyway, let's start with a simple one. 2. Oh, it even marks the square for us. That's interesting. Has to go here. Right, and now we know 2 has to go here, here, or here. Which isn't that serving. Alright, let's look at this box actually. The 9. So we know the central digit has to have at least 2 things add up to it. Because in this box, we have 3 digits, right? So we can have, like, let's say this is 6. We know it's not 6, but let's say it's 6. This can be 1 and 5. This can be 2 and 4. And this could be 5 and 1. But what can actually go in the central box? So we need at least 1 obviously can't go in. Nothing adds up to 1. 2, same thing. Well, 2 technically would work here and here, but only just there and there. 3, 1 and 2 is the only summation that goes into it. 4 is just 3 and 1. It has to be 5. Because 6, 7, 8, 9 all are there. I don't know why I put 6 in when I meant to do 5. Can I do control %? Oh my goodness, I can. So this is all... This is all 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Also, for starters, this can't be 2 and 3 because 2 and 3 already are in the box. So get rid of 2 and 3. 1 and 4, which means this is 1 and 4. I meant to do little digits, I should say. 1 and 4. Right, right. 2 and 2 are there. This has to be the same as this. What are we missing? 3 and 7. 7 and 3. Go there. Lovely. Same thing. Could this be 1, 2? Technically, I think this could be a 3. Well, let's try... Well, no. This would have to be 1. This would have to be 2. Those work for now. Oh, wait, why is... Oh, I accidentally erased it when I put 1, 4 in. My apologies. Anyway, let's continue. So, can we prove that this is a 7? To do that, we'd have to prove it's not a 3. 1 and 1 would have to go here, so because of the 2 in this box. So, this has to be at least a 7. Sorry, not at least a 7. This is a 7. Simple enough. Lovely. followed by this also being a 7, this being a 3. Wait, what? Is that good or bad? What? I'm confused. It's not a 5? I thought it was... It's red, which means it's wrong. And I don't know why I didn't notice that yet. Huh. I'm making a mistake, aren't I? Well, here's the thing. Can't be 9. Except, you know what? We're going to switch to a new... Are we? Okay, no, we didn't make significant progress. We didn't cheat. Okay, so let's think about it rationally. What can go in here? We need at least 3 to sum up. Could it be 4? It could be 4. Oh my, I overlooked that. This can't... It's either 5 or 4. The reason why it can be 4. This could be 1 and 3. This could be 2 and 2. 1 and 3. 3 and 1. That works. Dang it, that works. Let's erase all of this. And do the same down here. I can't believe that works. Wow. Could be 4. Regardless, we know that here is a 1, 2... a 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's... Well, it obviously can't be 2, which I should have started with. So it's either 1 and 3 for 4, or 4 and 1 for 5. So 7 could go here. But it could also be 3. I'm sorry, that irks me that they're in different spots. 7 can go here, but it could also be 3 or 4. That makes sense. Sorry, it's not 4, 5. 3, 5, 7. Unfortunately, nothing is an issue there. Not yet, anyways. 1, 4, 3. That's, again, no constraints there yet. That's fine. These two have to be the same digit. Interesting. I think we picked a hard one, which is a good thing. I like that. Let's check out 2s. 2s are interesting. 2s go here, which instinctively takes it out of this column. Because if a 2's in here, then it's in here, which takes it out of this column. And if a 2's just in here, it takes it out of this column. So we have a 2 somewhere in the bottom here. No, that's not enough. 1, 4, 3. This is really interesting. Oh my. I really should... Maybe I should have picked a different one. I don't know. But I'm having some fun with this. Should I move on? I'm at a loss. You know what? I'm at a loss. I'm going to choose a different one. I'm sorry for giving up. I could probably do it, but I just don't want to. Not right now. Especially when something like this looks intriguing. Sandwich or XVs? No, that's pretty too simple for an XV. Let's see. German. We're gonna do the simple one. Right, let's do this one. I think it should be better. Sandwich, even, odd. Sandwich. Sandwich adds numbers to columns and or rows. These numbers indicate the sum of the digits between 1 and 9 on the given row and column. Even, odd. Cells with the squares can only have even values, and cells with the circle can only have odd values. Alright, what that means, this is a 2, 4, 6, or 8, and it's not saying squares without a square have to be odd, but it's just saying if it has a square, it is odd. Now, a clue like this sandwich clue is a 0, and what that means is that the 1 and 9 on here are next to each other. Now, what that also means, just from looking at it, 1 and 9 have to be in this box. Specifically, one of them has to be here, but in this box. Why is that the case? Because 1 and 9 are already in this box, so they can't be any of these three. And 1 and 9 can't be here because it can't be paired with this or 6. Same thing with here. That has to be paired with the 6. So 1 and 9 have to go here. 1 and 9. There we go. Now let's move on. We know this and this are 4 and 6. I'm sorry, not using double number notation. 4 and 6. The reason for that is we already have 2 and 8 in this box, and there's only 4 even numbers between 1 and 9. 2, 4, 6, and 8. So that's good. Speaking of that, we'll add 4, 6, and 8 here. And 2, 4, 6 in here. Right? That's dandy. Alright, let's start with this one. This 5 sandwich sum. Now either 1 and 9 could be here, which they can be. Or they are separated by 2. Like not just 2, but 2, 3, 1, 4. Something like that. We don't know, so let's move on to here. 26. That's a pretty big number. The minimum amount of digits needed for a 26 sum without the digits 1 or 9, because 9 does not count towards the sum in between the digits 1 and 9, would be 8, 7, 6 is 21. 5 would be 26. So we need at least 4, which means this is 1. This is 8, 6. And this is 7. Again, 8, 6 because there are uneven cells. Is this 2, 4? No, we already have 4 in this. So this is 2. And this is 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Zero sum means they're next to each other. So either they're both right here. And the reason I'm saying that is this can be a 9 and this can be a 1. That's the only way it works because 9's in this box and 1's in this top box. But technically it could work cross borders. Or down here. Again, 1 here or 1 and 9 down here. It's lovely. Right? That's the 0 sum. We can't do anything now. Let's check the 12 sum. 9. Now, here's the thing. We have all the evens in this column already. So 9 can't go up because... Sorry, the 1 can't be up here. Not just because 1's already in here. Because if it was up here... This is even, this would have to be odd. And 2 evens plus an odd makes an odd digit. And 12 is not an odd digit. So 1 can't go here. 1 goes down here. Actually, specifically, 1 goes here for the same reason. 2 even digits. If we add another odd digit, that's an odd number that's in between them. So 1 has to go here. And this would be 12 is 4 8. So this is 6. This is 4. 2 6 4 8. Lovely. Making good progress. Now 8. Again, 9 can't go here. We have 2 digits. 8, 2, and 6. This has to be 9. Lovely. 0, that just means they're together, which we don't have any qualms about, really. Could go pretty much anywhere on there. At the moment, at least. 27. Now, one thing to note is the 8 is out. So what's... the sum of the digits between 1 and 9 are 45. So let's take away 8, let's take away 9, and let's take away 1. So let's take away 18, because that's 8 plus 9 plus 1. So 45 becomes 35, becomes 30, becomes 27. So this has to be a 1, 9. And this has to be a 1, 9. Which also means this is a 1, 9, this is a 1, 9. So this... is in between them. This has to be a 2 because it's a 10 on the sandwich clue. I don't necessarily like jumping all the time, but just because we were in that row, we got that done, we should continue. Alright, 14, we don't really have anything. We know 1 and 9 can't both be in here, but they can't be in the same box because 14 is at least, what is it, 8, 6? At least too long. So if, let's say 9 was here, 2 here, then 1 here. Obviously, that can't happen. 1's already here. But we use the sandwich clues that first, on that top one first, so that's good. Let's move over to here. We already used, sorry, we didn't use, let's use the 5. 5, 1. That's interesting. We have to have a 2, 3 here. Why can't we have a 5? If this was 5, this would be 9. And then 9 couldn't go on this box, which would be an issue. Same thing, 5 can't be here for obvious reasons. So 9 has to go here. This is 1. This is 9. This is 3 because 2's already below it down here. This is 2. And that's good for the first clue. Good for the second clue. Let's check the third clue. 24. I don't really have anything to comment on right now. 24 is a big number. Again, you need at least 4. 876 is 21, 3. 8763 is a minimum that gets you 24. So you need at least 4 digits. We know it can't go in this box. Looks like it's going to be 5 because the 2's on it. And so, yeah, it's going to be at least 5 digits, I'm just going to say. It probably does go here. Well, actually, it could go here, the 9. But I'm saying a 9 in this box, which we'll place in there, and then a 1 in this box. That's a fair assumption. Because just by the nature of it, like let's say this is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We determined it has to have at least 5 digits because the minimum possible is 4 digits, but that includes the lowest number of 3. This has a 2 on it, so that would have to be at least 5. Putting it here in this box. No matter what, we have to use this box, and this box already has a 1 in it, so it has to be a 9, and then the 1, by process of elimination, has to go there. That's understandable. Fortunately, can't do much with it. 0 here. 1 has to be next to 9. 9 can't go here because of this 9, so 9 goes here. Lovely. 20. Without a 9, the minimum sum to get to 20 is 875, which is 3, which means we're going this direction. Oh, I already see a 6 here. So this is 2 and this is 6. But where can one go? Again, I said 3 digits minimum, but we have a 2, so that's probably at least 4. By at least 4, I mean it is 4. This is 1. Lovely. Oh, sorry, I just saw this. Going back to this clue, the 27 clue up here. This 1 can't be right next to a 9. So this is 1, and this is 1. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. 20. We have 8, so we need 12. We could do 4 and 8. No, we can't, because this is a 4, 8. So these both have to be odd then. Because the only evens left are 4 and 8, which would be 12. But again, this would have to be 4, 8, which it can't. Actually, no, it can be. This can be 4 and the same as this. Okay, I messed up, so that's good. 4, 8, or it's something else, like, not 3, 9, but 5, 7. Has to be something like that. Obviously, it can't be 3, 9 because 9's already in this row. 0, 1, and 9. 1 has to go somewhere along here. That's fine to notice. Right. Let's focus on the 12 down here. 12, minimum 2. Let's say 8, 4. Well, that wouldn't work because the 4 in here. But let's say 7, 5. Could be 7, 5. Well, no, this can't be a 1. So 1 has to be in this direction. Which I think makes sense. Right? If 1 is here, then... Well, let's put 1 in here first. 12. This could be a 4, 8. 4, 8, and then 1. Could this be 1, 2, 3, 4? Well, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the minimum sum of that without a 1, which is 14, which isn't 12. So this is 1. And this is 1. This isn't 9 because of, 0. It has to be next to this 1. So actually, this is 9. And this is 9. And this has to be a 4 or 8. 4 or 8. Lovely. Making good progress. Now we have the 0 there and the 0 here. 1, it's not a 3, so it has to be a 9. Let's put it in actually for real. Do we have all the 9s? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do we have all the 1s? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Now this has to be 2, 3 because it's in between. There we go. We got that. 12, 4, 8. We have that. 0, 14 between 3 digits. There's a lot of possible options. I'm assuming this has to be 2 because if it's not, 3 and 4 are here. So it would be 5, 6, which is 11 already. Which actually works because this could be a 3. Huh. Wow. Alright, let's check the rows then. Alright, instead of thinking what goes in here, what goes out of here? First of all, 24. We know 6 or... What is it outside of a 24? 24, 34, we need 11 outside. So we either need 5, 6, or... Yeah, it's either 5, 6, or it's... What is it, 3, 8? Can't be 3, 8 because the 8's already in this box. So 5, 6, that takes the 6 out of this box, which makes this 8, and this 6. Lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. This also has to be a 3 or 7. Control Z, Control Z. Never mind. Oh, sorry. I didn't see the 3 in the box. This is a 7. This is a 3. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5. Simple so far. That's lovely. And again, this is 20. This is 30. So this is 15. Right? So if that's even, that has to be even. If that's odd, that has to be odd. So it's either 3, 5 or 2, 6. 5, 6. Has to be a 5. 6 already is in the box. 5, and then in between the 20, that's a 4 and 8. Oh, we already have a 2 here. I missed that. This is a 3. This is a 2. We know this isn't a 7. It's a 4, 8. Which I wanted to remove. 4, 8. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Now, let's keep trudging along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So this is 4 and 8 in here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. With this being 7 and this being 6 because of just normal Sudoku rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 go in here. 4, 5. No, not 4, 5. 4, 6. There we go. This is also 4, 6, but this has to be a 4 because the 6 is already on the bottom. Never mind, I'm wrong. No, 6 is already here. That's why I'm thrown off. 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming it has to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I'm guessing. Any 4s or 7s anywhere in that row? Nope, just a 4, 8 possibility. Right. Now, let's continue. Here and here. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, 5, and 7 are what we are missing. Not there, not there. Okay, nothing pointing. Here and here. We have 1, 2. We're missing 3. We don't have anything to remove that. 4, 5. 3, 5, 7. 3, 5. So this is 7. This is 5. 1. Is this 2? It is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 3 and 7 go in there. We're making progress slowly, but surely. Oh, it's getting late already. I'm having fun though. Right. 3, 5 go in here. Three, 5. With this not being a 3, and this also not being a 3, but this could be there. 3, 5, 1, 2. Any 2s can't go in there. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Any 7s interlocking? Nope. Okay. I'm leaning forward. This is 3, 5, 4, 8. With this not being a 3. And this not being an 8 or a 4. Oh, and this can't be a 3, 5. Because this and this are already the pair of 3, 5s. Lovely. Oh my. 3, 7. Oh, this has to be a 3 because 3 doesn't go in this box. So that's a 7, that's a 3, that's an 8, and that's a 7. Right. 4, 7, 8, 5, whatever it may be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3. Amazing, isn't it? Right, let's check the 12 sum. That's fine. What other sums we had? The 14 sum. Right, we need at least either 3 evens, like 2, 4, 8, which you don't have, or 1 even. And I'm leaning towards 1 even because it has to be 1 even. Well, actually, could this be 8? Then we could do 14 actually. So 3 and 5, which is also 8. So this has to be 7. This is 8. This is 4. This is 7. This is 4. This is 8. This is 5. 8. 3. 5. 4. Oh my, it's all coming together now, and that's lovely. It's all coming together. We're just chugging through. Process of elimination at this point. And it's never been better. Until now. Now we have to think. 14, let's see. 6 would be... I'm sorry, we have 2... It has to be 5, right? Yeah. 5, 6, 3... Oh, wait, whoa, hold up. 6 is already... What the goodness gracious, what did I do? 3, 5, 6 had to go in there, right? Yeah. But this has to be 5. Or, what am I missing? 3, 5... Oh, 3 is already in here. That's what I'm missing. 1, 2 is missing. 2 can't go here. Want to remove that. 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. No, this is 2. The moment I want to do it. This is 2. This is 6. This is 5. This is 6. A little scare at the end, but we did it. Solution is... Oh my god. Sudoku grid completed. Solution is valid. Well, that is going to do it for today's stream. I am beat. I talked a bit about my min-max Monday yesterday. A lot of cooking, a lot of potatoes. Can't wait to try the roasted potatoes. They sounded good. They sounded really crisp and crunchy. And I can't wait to try them. I put so much effort into them. I parboiled. Oh my goodness gracious! I parboiled them, which is just boiling them in water. And then I roasted them in bacon fat, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And the fries were pretty good, which I basically did the same thing, but instead of roasting them with bacon fat, I fried them in bacon fat. Which sounds disgusting. I probably won't do it again, but oh my. They were pretty good. I enjoyed them. But some days I like to take a step back and relax. And this is one of those days. That's why I did the comfy puzzles instead of a traditional Japanese practice stream, which I also would have had fun with, but I think it's a bit more work than I want to do. Alright. Thank you all for watching. It always means a lot to me. I like to yap. It's a good way to vent. It's a good way to expand my communication ability, and I like it. So thank you for indulging me. And as always, I'm sorry, do I have an ending spiel? I feel like I do. But was the potatoes an ending spiel? I don't know. I want to do more things. It's very cold out, but I want to do more things. I haven't been to like a state park in a few months. I want to go to a new one. There's so many by me because I live in America. In America, we have a lot of land, which a lot of which isn't cultivated or anything because there's just so much land. And what that ultimately means is that no matter where you are in the States, you're probably about a 30-minute drive from 5 different state parks. Which is very fun. Very fun. And I want to do that. Unfortunately, there is snow everywhere in the Northeast. There is terrible weather everywhere in the United States. Very cold. But once that dies down, maybe I'll make a weekend trip. And by weekend trip, I mean a Saturday thing. Because Sunday is my cool down day. I play Stardew Valley. I eat whatever foods I want. I relax. It's great. But Saturday, maybe. Oh my. That'll be fun. Saturday in the future. Hopefully soon in the future. But the snow and the terrible weather, I don't think so. It hasn't been cold. Sorry, it's been very cold. It hasn't been above 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Or it hasn't been above 0 degrees Celsius, if you use metric, in my area, in probably 2 weeks. Not once. The highs are in the 20s, which is like negative something. Like, let's say negative 4 degrees in Celsius. I don't know what it is, but let's just say negative 4. It's not great. That being said, I did go to a state park and walk on a lake. Like, literally on... Was that Sunday? It was Sunday. Oh my, it was Sunday. Yeah, I went to a state park and walked on a lake. That was fun. Even with it covered in snow. I was very cold, especially heading back, because the wind was blowing in my face, but oh my, that was fun. But I want to touch grass, not walk on water. Oh my. Alright, now I'm actually gonna cut us off. Thank you all for watching. It always means a lot to me. And as always, have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya.